to the Masters in Palliative Care's class of 2021. On behalf of the faculty, staff, and alumni of the University of Maryland School of Pharmacy and the Graduate School, I offer you my sincerest congratulations on your graduation, a milestone you soon will not forget. One of the rites of passage that the COVID-19 pandemic has impacted is the traditional graduation ceremonies for our students. Like you, I am sad that we can't recognize your tremendous achievements in person as a community right now. I salute those of you who have been working on the front lines of this pandemic. Your commitment to your profession and to the thousands of people impacted by this pandemic is remarkable and inspiring. We are proud of you and proud to now count you among our alumni family. In my 13 years as a dean of the School of Pharmacy, I have witnessed the graduation of more than 2,000 students, and now it is your turn. When thinking about the graduates of our Masters in Palliative Care program, several words come to mind: brave, intrepid, daring, and innovative. As ambitious working professionals, the majority of you already had full-time jobs, but wanted to pursue additional education in a high-profile discipline that will now position you to make an incredible impact in the field of palliative care. One of the most important priorities for this program is fostering an interprofessional, team-based approach to caring for an incredibly vulnerable population. Individuals and their families who are facing a serious illness. In fact, each course in the program is taught by 2 or more faculty members from different disciplines to better model interprofessional practice for our students. But students report that they learn as much from each other as they do from our faculty. Another unique element of the program is the opportunity for students to craft their own plan of study with a wide variety of electives offered to meet the individual needs of the diverse professionals enrolled. Graduates, you have now been well prepared to engage more deeply and fully in your career in caring for patients and developing hospice or palliative care programs, to earn a promotion, to specialize in a specific aspect of palliative care, or to supplement your primary job with the special skills of a palliative care provider. As your fellow alumni will tell you, there is something about the experience you've had as a student here that will energize you and give you the confidence and the fearlessness to set out on a path to extraordinary success. My advice during this unprecedented time in the world is to continue to focus on what is important to you, to be leaders who challenge the status quo approach and contribute to the greater good, to be optimistic and to use your knowledge, skills, and passion to drive innovation and change, to recognize all that you have to offer and that you begin your career at a time when your skills and your expertise are sorely needed. Truly, there is no limit to what you can achieve. I offer you my congratulations on a job well done. Your faculty and instructors, our staff, your fellow students, and your new alumni colleagues are so very proud of you. Congratulations, class of 2021.
Hello, graduates, faculty, staff, family, and friends. My name is Dr. Mary Lynn McPherson, and I'm the program director of the online Master of Science and Graduate Certificate program, and now PhD in palliative care. In a way, it feels like this day has been a long time in coming. On the other hand, it feels like the last 2 years have zipped by. I am very proud and excited to be hosting our virtual graduation celebration. This is the culmination of all your blood, sweat, and tears, and I am inordinately proud of all of you. You made it. I know I cried 55 times over your 55-word stories and over at least 80% of your reflective journal posts over the past 2 years. You survived the 4 video recorded team meetings. And weren't you glad to hear I didn't actually kill my husband, AD? We have 43 Master of Science graduates in this, our third cohort, and many more students who have earned a graduate certificate. We have borrowed our program battle cry from Mahatma Gandhi: live as if you were to die tomorrow and learn as if you were to live forever. You embraced this idea in word and deed and did an unbelievable job. I think it's pretty incredible that right when your class was starting the second semester in the program, a worldwide pandemic rolled into town. I've always called you guys my little chickens, but your cohort are my little COVID chickens. Many of you were working double shifts under extreme conditions, yet you hung in there and got the job done. It's been recognized that palliative care practitioners have been a silver lining in the COVID crisis. And not only did you deliver, you also did it while completing challenging coursework, never missing a beat. Many of you commented that your schoolwork kept you sane during COVID. Each year we have a Teacher of the Year, and this year I am so pleased to announce that Dr. Connie Dolan has been selected. You may have been one of the fortunate students who had Connie as an instructor for the first course in our program, Principles and Practice of Hospice and Palliative Care. When I got approval to develop the Master of Science in Palliative Care, the first person I called was Connie Dolan. And when I got approval to develop a PhD in palliative care, the first person I called was Connie Dolan. She serves as a consultant to the Center to Advance Palliative Care, CAPC, and she's a palliative care nurse practitioner at North Shore Medical Center. Dr. Dolan is a prolific author. Any guidelines that have anything to do with palliative care, you can be sure have included her as an author, usually as the first author. This includes the National Consensus Project for Palliative Care and books too numerous to count. She was selected for a Cambia Sojourner's Leadership Scholar Award and named as a visionary by the American Academy of Hospice and Palliative Medicine. More importantly, I call her a dear friend and a treasured colleague. She will be providing remarks in a moment. Each year, we also have a graduating student share remarks from the class. This year, Dr. Phyllis Chappell has agreed to take on this charge. Dr. Chappell is a physician with supportive and palliative care at Houston Methodist Hospital. I asked Dr. Chappell to provide remarks because she made me cry a disproportionately higher number of times relative to the rest of the class with her moving, insightful deeds and posts. For example, she orchestrated the wedding of a young man under her care in the hospital a few days before his death. She has authored incredibly moving pieces and simply blossomed during this program. I know you will enjoy her remarks. Before we hear from our speakers, I would be remiss if I did not thank some people. First, Dean Natalie Eddington and my chair, Dr. Jill Morgan. My first line of attack when I have an awesome idea, and I have many, is Dr. Morgan. When I get one of my crazy ideas, I go to Dr. Morgan and I say, hey, guess what I've been thinking about doing? This woman deserves a raise. She shows no fear and calmly says, tell me about it. Because of Dr. Morgan, I've been able to get into plenty of mischief in my career, but it's this program of which I am most proud. I'd like to thank the staff of our department and the graduate school. Ms. Lisa Calvert-Chalk, program manager of our department, knows every human being on campus and has smoothed the way countless times in the development and execution of this program. Thanks also to Mr. Eric Lee, our senior academic program specialist and program manager, who keeps the wheels on the bus. He's definitely our fix-it man, the glue that keeps it all together. I am so proud of how well our courses are designed and executed in this program. I can't even express it. I am incredibly grateful for the opportunity the faculty and I have had to work with brilliant instructional designers and technologists on our campus. They work tirelessly to assure the highest possible quality in our program. Next on my list is my husband, Jim McPherson. Up until COVID blew into town, Jim helped me take our exhibit materials literally around the world, helping me set it up and tear it down. I think Jim can literally market this program better than I can. It goes without saying that I think we have the finest faculty in the world. No one teaches for the money. For our faculty, it's a labor of love, and I believe you have all benefited from their interdisciplinary presence in your coursework. I have to give a shout out to the families and friends who graciously allowed you time to complete this program. When an adult commits to completing a degree, the whole family sacrifices. And last, but by no means least, I want to thank you, the graduates, for jumping into the great unknown of this program. All of you joined not quite knowing what you were getting into, trusting that you would receive a quality experience. I received permission from one of our graduates from last year, Dawn Baker, to read a 55-word story she wrote in her last reflection post titled Graduation Day. Here it goes. Graduation Day is finally here. Take a moment to soak it all in and be proud of this accomplishment. Despite a pandemic and social issues at hand, we made it through. We have so much to offer. Look forward to what lies ahead. Go out and make a difference. The class of 2021 rocks. Indeed, you do rock. As Mother Teresa said, I alone cannot change the world, but I can cast a stone across the water to create many ripples. When I think of the impact that you will all have in your careers, caring for people at the most vulnerable points in their lives, I actually get goosebumps. I am most grateful for all of you, my little ripple makers. Congratulations to the Palliative Care Master's Class of 2021. You are now officially alumni of the University of Maryland, Baltimore. And now, our comments from Dr. Dolan.
Welcome. My name is Connie Dolan, and I'm one of the faculty for the University of Maryland, Baltimore, Masters of Science and Certificate Program in Palliative Care. I'm very honored to be here today on your graduation. And so first of all, I want to say congratulations to all of you of the class of 2021. You've completed a comprehensive course of study in many aspects of palliative care. You've learned from your interprofessional colleagues and focused your education on a real range of things that can help you to move forward and to move the field forward. You have become a leader, and one motivated by passion, which is the essence of palliative care. Leadership within palliative care is defined as inspiring others, influencing their attitudes, beliefs, and promoting social influence, which maximizes the contributions of others towards achieving a change within the healthcare landscape and within palliative care. Your education and knowledge can promote the development of other providers, programs, and targeted interventions. As leaders, you'll need to harness the power of the ideas that you learned to envision the future and to actualize change and consider new possibilities for palliative care, and I dare say, healthcare. But you'll need to harness the science and the data along the way. It is our hope that you're a constant voice to articulate the core values of palliative care within healthcare and to push for integration of palliative care to achieve the best patient care, the best patient outcomes, and really better healthcare that promotes wellness care. So here are some thoughts for you as you go forward. 1, remember, hospice and palliative care was born out of a movement of wanting to change and make something better. There's still a social justice aspect to palliative care, and that is in health equity. We need to think about the populations we have served, the populations we need to serve, and the populations that need our care. This means that we really need to take a look at our communities and look at our partnerships with the communities to help think about what are those best solutions. 2, we need to be curious, as there's so much more about palliative care to consider. We've moved beyond just the clinical care. We need to be thinking about technology. We need to be thinking about data. We need to be thinking about science. We need to be thinking about quality. We need to be thinking about new business models. We need to be thinking about leadership. And we need to be thinking about palliative care in the future. And so, in that sense, there's so much more for you to think about and be a part of. And that is so exciting. 3, really think about your focus of leadership and whether in one of the areas that I just spoke about is of interest and in what way are you going to make a change. Because if you think about whether you're trying to think about access of care or improving knowledge or thinking about new payment models, that's going to help you have passion and continue to be able to be in this field of palliative care. If you are staying engaged and passionate, then that will also help us to keep you from having any moral distress or becoming burnt out. And at this point, we need everybody in the field to stay in the field because we need to harness their creativity and their energy. 4, seek to think about problems and solutions in novel ways. Doing what we've always done is not about change. There's so much that's been happening in other areas that we can translate into palliative care. This includes the business world, the technology world, aerodynamics when they think about checklists, thinking about other payment models, thinking about marketing. All of those things have had a lot of money and science go into them. And so thinking about how we can translate them into palliative care is really reusing that knowledge and not reinventing the wheel. So being thoughtful and creative about that is really important. 5, you need to be visible in your role as a leader. If people do not know about you, what you're doing, or where you're headed, it's really hard to make change. So really think about how you present yourself and how you get your message across. But more than that, support your interprofessional colleagues to grow in his leadership and well. You'll need them as you're moving forward. And if you help them in their leadership, you're going to help everybody feel empowered. And that again will help you with making change. 6, engage in collaborations and partners. This builds on the good work of others. By building that, you again build more power because other people feel empowered to make change. So it's really this cyclical process. 7, as I've hinted before, you need to cultivate effective communication and adapt it as necessary for your audience. If you can't articulate your work or communicate with diverse populations, it's really hard to get others excited about the changes that you're thinking about. And we really need people to be able to understand from whether it's a clinical level, public level, a legislative level, insurer level, a quality level. We have to be able to think about how do we talk to people differently about what we're trying to do. 8, continue to seek mentorship from a diverse population and an interprofessional population. Hearing from like-minded people doesn't help you grow nor foster new ideas. And having all these different interprofessional colleagues will help you maybe see different perspectives and think about things in a new way. And you need to have those perspectives to continue to grow. And no matter where you are in your leadership, you always need mentors and coaches to help you think through some of your ideas and your solutions and your problems. So with that, I am really proud that you have finished this program as a graduate of the University of Maryland, Baltimore Master of Science and Certificate Program. You are part of a movement to continue to grow and advance palliative care. So best of luck and Godspeed. Thank you.
On behalf of the Masters of Science in Palliative Care, graduating class 2021, University of Maryland, Baltimore School of Pharmacy, I extend our gratitude to the leadership, faculty, and staff. And I am especially and incredibly honored to extend our appreciation, admiration, respect, and affection to the director and creator of this unique educational opportunity, Dr. Mary Lynn McPherson. To the graduating class, congratulations. You have accomplished an impressive achievement. You have persevered through personal and professional challenges. An era of widespread civil unrest, including what has been described as the worst incursion on the House of Congress since the War of 1812. A nation grappling with issues of racial injustice, and a global pandemic that has taken nearly 3.5 million lives and isolated us in our grief. You have persevered. You have continued to learn, to discuss, to reflect, and to increase your capacity and vision for this vital work of palliative care, the work of alleviating the suffering of those who are seriously ill and of their families. The writer Anne Lamott wrote, "The world is always going to be dangerous, and people get badly banged up. But how can there be more meaning," she asked, "than helping one another stand up in a wind and stay warm? How can there be more meaning," I asked, "than responding to the suffering of those who are seriously ill, those who are dying, and the people that love and care for them?" Fred Rogers once wrote, "When I was a boy and I would see scary things in the news, my mother would say to me, 'Look for the helpers. You'll always find people who are helping.'" To this day, he wrote, especially in times of disaster, I remember my mother's words, and I'm always comforted by realizing that there are still so many helpers, so many caring people in the world. Congratulations, and thank you for being among the helpers in this fragile world. Thank you for being among the people who still care.
Isaac Agbeko, Deborah Araya, Amy Balog, Ruth Borkowski, Helen Bradley, Phyllis Chappell, Joy Coleman Looney, Heather Cook, Madeline Coquelet, Catherine Corbett, Jill Crago, Caitlin Esterack, Jane Euler, Catherine Fenner, Laura Finn, Levi Gauss, Samantha Hatfield, Amy Irvin, Jacqueline Jackson, Bailey Jones, Haley Kay, Lisa Keiklin, Karen Lowy, Amity Leyland West, Andrea Leon, Teresa Liberatori, Susan Lindsay, Renee Litton, Wat Cheng Lo, Sandra Martin, Melissa Mears, Elizabeth Miles, Karen Moore, Christina Myers, Genevieve Noku, Mira Obid, Abasola Owasela, Dana Palmer, Samantha Payne, Caitlin Savannah, Kevin Stewart, Avra Thomas, Alexandria Warren, Pamela Weiss, Amy Wilcox, Colleen Zogby.
In accordance with the recommendation of the faculty of the graduate school, I confer upon these candidates the degree Master of Science in recognition of their successful completion of all requirements. I am pleased to accept these candidates, and I confer upon each of you the degree Master of Science.
Thank you to Drs. Eddington, Dolan, Chappell, and Gerald. As we wrap up our graduation ceremony, I want to tell you the same thing I tell our PGY2 palliative care pharmacy residents as they complete their training. You never actually get away from me. I want to hear about all your successes and new jobs and impact in palliative care. Send us your news items for our newsletter and tune in for our wise and wonderful Wednesday night. If you don't, you know I'll come looking. And in conclusion, I'd like to thank Chaplain Denise Hess for a benediction on our class. Congratulations, my little chickens. You all rock my world. And it is my fervent hope that we can all get together next August in person in Baltimore for a graduation ceremony. Thank you.
So congratulations, graduates. For those of you I was honored to meet, and those of you I didn't, I'd like to share with you this pledge that was written and spoken at the 2017 University of Minnesota Medical School graduation. I'm going to change the language of the pledge just a little bit so that it fits all of us, not just physicians. So it says, in the presence of our families, colleagues, and communities, we take this oath in recognition of the honor and privilege of becoming a palliative care clinician. We arrive at the threshold of our chosen profession, pledging to preserve our humility, integrity, and all of the values which brought us to this practice. We will engage in honest self-reflection, striving for excellence, but acknowledging our limitations and caring for ourselves as we care for others. We will collaborate with our colleagues, patients, and communities to improve our practice. We will discover, innovate, learn, and teach as responsible stewards of knowledge. We will seek to heal the whole person rather than merely treat disease, committing to a partnership with our patients that empowers them and demonstrates empathy and respect. We will cure sometimes, treat often, and comfort always. We will not betray the trust of our patients who give us the privilege to stand by them in their most vulnerable moments. We will respect diversity in all forms and advocate for the needs of our patients in the context of their lived experiences. We will fight for health equity and social justice on behalf of our patients, our communities, and our world. Let this commencement day symbolize the acknowledgement of our own shared humanity, our dedication to the art and science of palliative care, and our responsibility to serve. May their pledge become our pledge. Congratulations again, graduates.
Congratulations to the class of 2021. You have endured the toughest year any of us have ever encountered. You persevered in your personal life and completed a master's degree too. You are all amazing caretakers, and I hope to meet some of you next year at our in-person graduation ceremony. It was an honor to serve you all.
Congratulations. I hope that you learned a lot in this program. I'm Kat Walker. I teach the strategic planning class as part of the leadership track or administrative track in the master's program, and I've had the opportunity to work with some of you through class, but I know that you've picked up great skills in this program and that you're off to do amazing things. And I can't wait to see how many people that you all help and how much you help develop the field with this new expertise that you've developed. And I just wish you well, and come back and see Dr. McPherson for the PhD. And I know that we will interact going forward, and I look forward to just being your colleague.
Congratulations, class of 2021. Woohoo, you made it. This is Tom Gualtieri-Reed, one of the faculty for the Strategic Planning, Leadership, and Measurement courses. Wanted to thank you for your leadership. Enjoyed working with so many of you. Look forward to hearing more great things from you, and you have a whole community of supporters around you ready and available. Take good care, and again, congratulations. Enjoy this precious moment.
Greetings and congratulations. I'm so excited to be part of the team that gets an opportunity to say, well done. You have completed a master's in palliative care. Not many people can say that. We're so proud of you. We can't stand it, and we wish for you all the best. I can't wait to see how you apply the skills that you've learned, the research that you're about to do, the teaching that you'll do, the wonderful clinical care that you've continued to do. We're so very, very excited to have you part of our team of folks that are out there spreading the word about the wonderful things that palliative care can offer in healthcare. I want you to know that I'm sending you my very best wishes, and am so looking forward to learning from you in the future, and wish you the very, very, very best.
Hi everyone, congratulations students. We're so proud of you and wish you the best of luck in the future.
Hi, this is Eric Wadera from the University of California, San Francisco. I just want to congratulate everybody for finishing their master's course. 2020 and 2021 has been one heck of a year, so you have endured a lot and should be incredibly proud of what you've done. Great to call you colleagues, and I look forward to working with you in the future.
Hi, this is Donna Stevens. I teach the Palliative Care Leadership and Administration course with Joanne Reisnider, and have had the honor of having some of you in our course. What a strong moment this is that you've accomplished all of this amidst some other things happening in the background. But you all showed such strength and fortitude and passion around doing great work and developing your skills during our time together. So look forward very, very much to what you're going to be, how you're going to be contributing to the field. And I'm sure most of you have probably implemented those plans that you developed in our course, and I look forward to hearing more about that as you go forward.
Well, hello. I'm the Dr. John that you've been interacting with for the last 2 months. I want to take this opportunity to wish you congratulations on the completion of the Masters in Palliative Care journey that you've been on. I've had the privilege of interacting with you for only the tail end portion of this, but it's really been an uplifting joy and an experience for me also to be exposed to your commitment, your knowledge, your passion, and especially the diversity of your perspectives. So what more can I say but thank you, and go out there and do well.
Hello and congratulations to the graduates. Graduate school is never easy. I'm sure you've had your trials with COVID, as painless as we try to make it. And so you're to be commended for seeing it through. Celebrate your success. And I must say it's a privilege and a pleasure to be part of the program. I actually learn more than I teach. And I encourage you to do the same. Palliative care is a unique lifetime learning opportunity. So enjoy it and celebrate your own success.
Hi everyone, Katrina Scott here. Congratulations on receiving your master's degree in palliative care. It truly is a wonderful, wonderful experience to have been with you through this time, and I wish you all the best. We know you will accomplish great things. And in the immortal words of Elle Woods from Legally Blonde, we did it! Congratulations again. Best wishes to you all. And remember, everyone has a belief system. Just have to find out what it might be to help them along the journey.
Hi, my name is Jessica Niemeyer. It's been my pleasure to be one of the instructors for the communication course that some of you might have taken. Just want to let you know that we are so incredibly proud of your accomplishments, especially what you've done in the midst of a COVID world and so many uncertainties that have been happening lately. So on behalf of those of us that have the privilege of working with you as faculty, your future coworkers, your current coworkers, your community members, your future patients, and clients and colleagues, I just want to say congratulations and thanks for everything that you are doing to contribute to the world of palliative care and making the healthcare system better for everybody that's part of it. So thank you so much and best of luck to everybody.
Hello, soon-to-be graduates. I'm Barbara Head. Most of you know me by my online presence in the course Advanced Team-Based Palliative Care. And it's definitely been an honor and a privilege to help facilitate that course during the past 3 summers. I'm always amazed by the quality of the students, your passion, your expertise, your thoughtfulness, and I always learn more than I actually teach. I'm a nurse and a social worker with 35 plus years of hospice and palliative medicine, and I think it's the most wonderful field there is. It's an honor to be with patients and families at the end of life. It's truly sacred work. I know that you're all passionate. You've taken on a graduate degree, and many of you are working full-time or doing other things while you pursue this master's. So you should be very proud of getting that diploma. And I hope that it will serve you well as you return to your jobs or maybe find a new job. But I know most of all that you're going to contribute to the quality of life of patients and families at the end of life. And I wish you well in that work.
Hi everybody, Paul Tatum here, down in Texas in Austin. Just wanted to take a minute to say congratulations. Through a year of COVID, through a year of craziness, you made it. Graduation. And just wanted to say, in taking a moment to celebrate, you're doing such important work. You're on the right track, but do please take a minute to remember, take care of yourselves.
Hello, UMB graduates. This is Jamie Goldberg. We might have worked together in 603, 604, or 613. I want to wish you a huge congratulations on this incredible accomplishment. I truly stand in awe of all that you have done. So many of you working tirelessly on the front lines and still finding the energy and finding the time to come home and read about and write about and think about palliative care on your off time. It's truly inspiring. I am really amazed at your passion, your commitment, your dedication to this field. I know that you will all continue to do amazing things, and we can't wait to hear all about your next adventures. And I just know that you have the tools and the resources to be able to transform this field, to continue to expand this field, to really give patients and families the care that they need. Keep up the great work, and again, congratulations.